Good morning, everybody. My name is Emmanuel Sangbedo. In Nigeria, there's fuel price hike. The labor leader is being questioned right now by the DSS. The terrorists are running rampage in the north. Kidnappers, human ritual killings going on everywhere. Not everywhere though, but some areas. Not everywhere. I take that back. Not everywhere, but some areas. And then we're having some challenges economically. The devaluation of the naira is getting so bad, and the dollar equivalent, you know, and all of that challenge. So production issues and all of that, power generation, distribution. Now, there are many challenges in Nigeria, but my focus usually is always on solution because when you focus so much on the problem, you will not be able to get wind of what's best to do. So you need to find way out of the hole instead of keep hitting yourself over the head and asking yourself, how did I get here? It's not important. You need to get out of that hole first. Now, how do we get out of this mess? I see that from our previous government, most of the time they think that when you make money, IGR, when the government has money, the government is able to solve problems, throwing money at issues. You know, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You need to get the right people with the right mindset, and with you being at the apex, having a fine-tuned, a well-tailored, actionable plan. That people will come and fit in and add some flesh to it and all of that. So you need to have a vision. You at the helm of affairs must have a vision. Money is good, but money is not everything. After all, O-level economics told us that factors of production, capital, not even money now, capital is just 33 and a third percent. By the time you bring in a mix of entrepreneur, that's 25% of it. And the capital is, it varies from cash to, you know, some form of assets, treasury bills and all of that. So money is key, but not so key. It doesn't come before the others. That's what I mean. Now, what do we need to do as a people? We need to find out how nations who have emerged from this kind of doldrum to prominence, how they did it. So I took our time to find out. I listened to Peter Obi's campaign promises. I listened to Atiku. I listened to Tinubu. I know, they have their strengths and their weaknesses, just like every other human being. But there's this referral to China a lot, and it is great. Chairman Mao wanted to connect so much with the West when he started his own revolution, industrial rather, in China, and it's an economic revolution, but they ignored him, and so he had to retreat. So he had to retreat within China to bring Chinese together, and they started forming in the area of agriculture. They started by having cooperatives. Now, NOA, Nigeria Orientation Agency, should be doing some work. So any group now that wants to wrestle power and must be done legitimately through the ballot. Yes, there are tricks. There are tricks, a lot of tricks involved in that process of the ballot. So they must understand the ropes. They must understand how the game is being played. I'll give you an instance. When APC was campaigning, I was contacted by a friend to send details of lecturers in university who will be willing to work as electoral officers under APC during the last election. It was around August 2022. I got that memo. I haven't contacted some of my friends in Delta because they wanted a group of lecturers from Delta State as at that time. So I connected with my friends in Delta State. Now, I was with another group who was working for Peter Obi, and I was shocked nothing was coming from there in that regard. What am I saying? Strategies. Listen, you need to have strategy. One, to win election. Whether it's at the local level, at the state level, at the federal level, you must have an actionable plan and with sound details and sound strategy to win election, which is the first thing. APC is gifted at winning election by hook or by any means. Then the next stage, because you cannot drive a car on gear 1, you are traveling from Benin to Maiduguri, you cannot drive on gear 1. After you move from inertia, you move to gear 2. Then even up to the 5th gear for the car to gain stability. And the car is not walking so much. The engine is not running so much, but it's gaining distance. So most of the time, we know how to win election, but we don't know how to deliver. So any group that's coming in now must, one, know how to win election very well, resoundingly well, and deliver from day one. So that's why you see that APC is confused now. PDP tried under Jonathan. Obasanjo he had his game on, at that time. Though he didn't have a lot of resources, but he had his game on. He had been there before as a president of his country under a military regime. And then when he came back, he just knew what to do. Though he didn't do so much, according to a lot of people, but you can't compare the economy now to that time. Jonathan and Yar'Adua came in, game on. They had a game plan. Do you understand? Buhari came, but he didn't have that plan. He was campaigning. He wanted the office, but he didn't know what to do with the power. That's what's troubling this present government. They came in, but what was the plan? You don't just say you want to make Naira to equal $1. What is the plan? There was no plan for processing. There was no plan to set up industries. There was no, even if you are setting, now let's leave government alone. Government can go up with policies and all that to make the economy thrive. So individuals who are coming in, that's my focus now, who want to come in, must come in to win election. So all of the rhetorics, they must be, look, the game plan was solid. Campaign promises. If we are making those promises, make your plans. Have people, have designates, have individuals who will herald this generation to another dispensation when you get into office. As a governor, I see a lot of them just jump. When they come in, they start going to Abuja to collect money. And I'm wondering, you don't need Abuja money. If I'm the governor of Edo State, I'll be getting 3 times of my allocation from elsewhere without going to Abuja. The one from Abuja will still collect it, but I guarantee I'll be collecting. Listen, you can actually put all children. The state government can fund primary education, nursery education, first of all, free, and pay teachers well. All you need to do is to have intensive process chain set up, tied to natural ores or natural intelligence from the brains of people, either from the brains of that, from human capacity building, human capacity, or natural resource in that state. That with that process chain must sync that together to produce what you want. And better still, if you are producing from the home market, you can also produce from foreign markets, so you can earn foreign exchange. China is doing so well because China is producing for foreigners. They are not only producing for themselves. They are consuming, yes, but they are exporting finished products. I'll continue from here some other time. Thank you.